I recently made some rather radical decisions on what I will and will not allow myself to consume. So I'm officially sober, meaning no more alcohol, marijuana, caffeine, which, yes, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, includes chocolate, and psychedelics. And I've also decided to claim vegan, paleo, and gluten-free, meaning I no longer consume animal products, bread, or processed foods. As far as I can tell, these decisions are indefinite, meaning I just don't know if or when I'll ingest any of these substances again. So the decision was actually prompted after a recent LSD trip. This was my, I don't know, like 20th, 25th time tripping or so, and it went fine, about as awesome as any trip can be, really. I felt my body in new, unexpected ways. I began seeing auric fields and subtle body energies of others, which was pretty interesting, and I learned yet more about the structure and conditioning of the ego. Most importantly, though, I came to the cataclysmic realization that I don't actually need these substances anymore. I can learn and grow in other ways. I resonated with the words of Alan Watts when he said, quote, "If you get the message, hang up the phone. For psychedelic drugs are simply instruments, like microscopes, telescopes, and telephones. The biologist does not sit with eye permanently glued to the microscope. He goes away and works on what he's seen." I've been constantly telling myself the story that I've integrated all of my teachings from the spirits of cannabis, LSD, psilocybin, and ayahuasca, but have I really? I was shown the fluidity and creativity of the mind by cannabis, but have I really learned how to open and close that valve at will? I was shown the depth and grandness of the material world by LSD, but have I really studied it with sober eyes? I was shown the joy and effortlessness of living by mushrooms, but has that really become my natural state? I was shown the infinity and divine grace of God by grandmother Aya, but have I really fully seen and forgiven my world? Saying farewell to psychedelics is proving more difficult than I thought it would be, as they've just been such an ally to and huge part of my awakening process thus far. I mean, who would Ethan be without the significant revelations he received under the influence of drugs? I recognize that my primary blockage in all of this, for releasing these medicinal tools, is fear. Fear that others will believe that I believe that I'm above drugs, which I am definitively not. Fear that I won't be relatable anymore. Fear that my spiritual progress will stall. I feel a bit sheepish admitting this, but honestly, my biggest fear for this paradigm shift overall is that I won't have awesome visionary experiences anymore. I'm afraid that I'll be subjected to the bland world of form for the rest of eternity, instead of the miraculous, jaw-dropping truths hidden behind that which can be perceived with eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and touch receptors. But even saying this out loud exposes some of my flawed assumptions. Think about awesome as a term. Awesome. I mean, do I really believe that my world will be devoid of all awe from now until eternity? Do I really believe the only path towards truth is by introducing chemicals that manually annihilate my ego? Do I really believe that the only way back to God is by smoking and drinking the innards of plants? Obviously, there must be other ways. Otherwise, how did ancient yogis accomplish what they accomplished? So now I'll be actively working to find out which methods work best for my particular constitution and temperament. Your journal prompts for this week: under what circumstances do I feel the most awe? I have a breathwork event this Tuesday evening. You are more than welcome to join. In fact, I would love to have you on. Tickets are linked in the description. Otherwise, expect a yoga class released this week. Oh, and I've also completed an essay I'm calling Chain Reaction, the loophole out of misery. I'm working to record that and post it online, so expect to see it on YouTube and Spotify within the month. All right, reach out with any questions you may have. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace.